Important tips to buying an apartment off the plan. Many Australians are cautious of buying apartments off the plan. At face value, they seem complicated and hard to understand. However, this is quite the opposite. If you know what you're doing, an apartment can really present some benefits to you. We won't elaborate on the opportunities within this podcast, but we want to share some important tips to buying an apartment off the plan. In selecting the apartment, make sure it's in a suburb or in an area where it's already well received. Buying an apartment 50 kilometres from the city may not be as wise if a house and land package is the same price as an apartment or marginally higher. When buying an apartment, it should be close to infrastructure and amenities where demand outweighs supply. That way, you can be more confident that your investment will increase in value over time. Make sure you review the contract. Before proceeding with your purchase, please make sure you review that very carefully. Obtaining professional legal advice will ensure you're aware of the standard terms and conditions. One condition that is very important to acknowledge is that an off-the-plan purchase is an unconditional contract. So be smart and discuss your financial circumstances with your financial broker and financial planner beforehand. You want to know in advance that you will be able to settle the purchase when the time arises in the future. As it's off the plan, the settlement will be depending on the factors such as the size of the development, its location, and/or the time of year it may be available. Other areas that many Australians need to be aware of when buying an apartment off the plan. What is the cooling off period? How long is it, and what are the conditions? What are the disclosures? Are you happy with the level of detail the developer has disclosed? The deposit paid, who holds that deposit until settlement? Inclusions and warranties. Are you protected if the developer makes a detrimental change to the property during construction? Is there a warranty post the settlement? Defects. Is the developer liable to remedy all defects after construction is complete? How long do they have to finalise these issues? Completion. What happens if construction isn't completed on time or at all? Are we compensated? Are we reimbursed? These are just a few of some other things that you should be considering. Also, research the developer and the nominated builder. It is hard to differentiate who is more important to a successful development. The developers funding the project and selecting people responsible for administrating, building and settling the property. The builder is responsible for constructing the property to the specifications listed by the developer. They must be fully licensed builders that provide warranties on their work. Also, review your own financial situation. Remain practical. You may fall in love with a 3-bedroom apartment with city views, but if you're $200,000 short to settle, what is the point consuming your attention on it? Make sure you are aware of your borrowing capacity. Review other aspects, such as the stamp duty implications and other purchase costs to obtain the property. As reiterated earlier, an off-the-plan purchase, regardless if it's an apartment or any other property type, is always unconditional. You'll be contracted to settle the property at a specified time in the future. So review what you can afford and buy with reason. Don't overcapitalize yourself. If you'd like to learn more about buying an apartment, if you're thinking about it, not sure about it, or you'd like to invest in an apartment, feel free to contact us at www.crestproperty.net.au. We are buyers advocates who specialise in sourcing various brand new and off-the-plan properties, apartments being just one of the many types that we do. So we will welcome your contact at any time in the future. Thanks for listening.